All right, welcome. This is Online Trading Academy Atlanta support desk, bringing you a video on the Tradestation Matrix. Going to kind of go over the basics of the matrix and also show you how to tie together a chart and a matrix and show your different orders on the chart. That way you can track and see exactly where you are as far as where you want to get in, your entry, exit, stop, everything else. So let's dive right in. First off, it's not on the screen. I can see that right now. I'm going to view and I'm going to turn on the shortcut bar to get my shortcut bar on the side. If I want to turn that off, I'm going to click there. So view shortcut bar. Alright. So got my shortcut bar. I'm going to bring up a chart and a matrix. And I'm going to go to the window and I'm going to arrange them. Alright, so now I have my matrix here, my chart here. I'm going to tie them together. First thing I want to do really quickly is I want to come into Format, Account, Orders, and Positions. And I am going to turn off the field. I don't really care to see my display arrows or order lines, but I want to see my open orders. And so here I'm going to have, this is going to be my buys and my sells. You can turn on and off the expected P&L for each order. Just depends on what you want to do. And then, so I basically have my open and my queued, and that's going to bring up my different orders onto my chart when I place them on my matrix. Alright, so if I want to size the matrix, I use this this side of the window right here to resize it. Now there's a black little stripe in between the scroll bar and the trade bar, and if I want to resize that, then I click here and I can resize it. So if you ever have a matrix and it's all messed up like this, grab right here, drag it over. Alright, you want to have it so that you can see the dot 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 right here. These dots for the attach OSO and the OCO buttons, they allow you to do options for those orders, so you want to see them, you want to have them visible. Alright, now if I want to resize these different windows, these different columns right here, then I'm going to use these black tabs in between here. So I want to leave this, I want to make this orders really big so we can see these orders. If you want to squeeze this down, you can do it there. It's all about, real estate, screen real estate. Alright, so this is a price ladder. That's all the matrix is, price ladder. It's it's going from low to high. If I want to scroll up and down the ladder, then you use this right here. You can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse, and that allows you to go up and down the matrix to the different prices. Alright, right here, and this is you can do this on stocks, you can do it on futures, you can do it on Forex. The axis increment. Okay, so right now I'm on a futures contract, and you can see it's going up in ticks in quarter point increments. If I want to change that, then I just click right here. Now it's going up each point. Okay, same thing with stocks. If I go to, let's go to BBBY. Alright, so if I don't want to see every penny in the on the ladder, then I'm going to click, and then I can do it by nickel or by dime or however I want to do it. Okay. You also notice that when I click in the chart, it changes everything up here. It gives me different options, toolbars, and then when I click over here in the matrix, it resizes again and changes everything again. So basically, the first time that you click into a window, it activates. The second time you can actually do something. So if I'm messing around in the chart over here and I see the order, I see something I want to place, and I go over here to try and buy market real quick, it's not going to do anything because I haven't activated this window yet. So you first have to activate the window and then you can do an order. Right now I'm on BBBY. I'm in a futures account right now, futures only. I don't have any stocks, so this is delayed, so I cannot trade any delayed data. So I need to go back to the futures. So I'm going to go back to @ES_H13, and that's the contract that, just for demonstration, that we can trade and mess around with. Alright, see there, I clicked, and then it moved, and then it resized it, and then almost closed it. So I'm taking this down to the quarter increment, back to normal. Alright, so it's a price ladder. Price is going up and down. If I want to set resting orders into the market, then I'm going to use these columns. If I want to buy, I'm going to go onto this column and I'm going to find the price that I want to buy at. Obviously, if I want to buy below price, I want to come down below it. If I go above current price, I'm going to put it up here. You can see this divider right now. We're trading near the high of the day. This shows us the highs of the day. So we're up here. The gray area is area that we haven't traded in yet. We also have on the sell side over here. So this is where you'd set your resting sell orders. And so we can do both resting buy orders or resting sell orders. Now what's going on here is we have the order type. I keep it on limit stop. So this stands for limit stop market. But depending on how you put it on right here will determine what orders actually come up. So you see my little hand right there to the left of that is a stop limit order. Right? So if I come above current price on the sell side, it's a limit order. Below current price on the buy side is a limit order. Below current price on the sell side is a stop limit. The stop is solely a trigger. Okay, and then behind it is either a limit or a market order. So I'll just keep this as my standard. Alright, so quantity, I'm going to change my quantity here. You can scroll up and down. Now if I come in and I say 10 contracts, and then I put the order in, then it's going to populate 10. So this brings up your most recent orders so that you can quickly go back to them. So if you're trading 100 shares, 200 shares, you can quickly go back to that. Alright, so I'm going to cancel that out. Duration, you got day, get to cancel, good till date. I'm not sure what IOC is, and then fill or kill. Alright, so if I want to just get into the market, I can do that. I can buy market, I can sell market, or I can place a resting buy order or a resting sell order. Okay? I can set them pretty much wherever I want. Alright, let me show you this one nuance. So if I put a buy order right here and then I come back on top of it and I put another buy, I can separate those buys by clicking on this little tiny black arrow right there, and then I can replace one of these buys with a lower price. So then it separates the orders back out, and that's pretty handy if you ever put orders on top of each other, or your orders, your targets get put on top of each other. You can set, without canceling the order out, you use this little button right here to separate them. All right, so I'm going to use, I think, one of the most important areas on the matrix, and that is the manage orders / position bar. All right, so I have orders right here. This shows me that I have orders in the market. And then I have right here this second, so manage orders is this button, this bar. Manage position is this one. When I'm in a position, this one turns orange. All right, so I'm not in a position right now. I just have a bunch of resting orders out there. I have a buy stop, I have a buy, I have another buy, and then I have a sell. So if it just has one S, or if it has just one S, then it's a limit. If it has two, then it's got to stop to hold that order in place. Alright, so I'm going to cancel all these out. Alright, so in ProTrader you learn about attach OSO. Okay, OSO allows you to put an order in, and it gives you a target. Your targets are always limits, and a stop. Okay, how far, and these are pending orders. These are the queued up orders. So when I come over here, this is my actual buy order, this is my target, this is my stop. The market only sees the gray order. Alright, so when price comes to this order, price drops down to 37.25, the sellers come down to here. Alright, I get filled, and it's going to send my my stop and my target. I've only been filled on one of them so far, as you can see right there. So it doesn't show these as active yet. Now it should fill me the rest of it in just a second here. Or I can fill myself. I'll move it up. Alright, now I'm in the market. This is my stop and my target. Okay, I can move them around and put them where I need them to be. Alright, so this is my stop and my target. This order right here is called an OCO, order cancels order. Alright, so the importance of the order cancels order is if you put an OCO at the beginning, like if you put a buy order in and you want to have that OCO attached, you have to use attach OSO. That's what you use this for. If you're already in the market, let's say I'm in the market and I don't have a stop or a target, so I cancel these out. That's where you have to learn how to use the place OCO button. Alright, so I come down to place OCO. Alright, I don't want an entry OCO order. These are the options for it right here. But I do want an exit bracket. Exit brackets are your stop and your target. So I can click on this little button right here. It shows me that they're going to be 10 ticks away, both my stop and my target. Now I can come in and change it. I just click on it and then type in a new number. Hit OK. Alright, now I'm going to place OCO. So I just replaced with a stop and a target my original bracket. So I can cancel that bracket and then replace it. No commissions, nothing. It allows you to get in and out. Alright. Let's say I want to do 2 targets. I want to break these 3 contracts or 300 shares or 1,000 shares into multiple targets. You know, take some profit and then do the rest. So I'm going to place OCO. So now I'm going to take out 2 contracts here and 1 right here. Alright, so it's a very simple, just cancel out and then place OCO, and that's going to allow you to get into the market, and or if you're in the market and you mess up your OCO, it allows you to quickly replace it. So if I use the close button, it will close everything out, and it sends market orders, and it cancels my other it cancels my stop and my target. So, again, the big thing is that we originally want to get into orders with the stop and target, but if we mess them up, we can always replace that stop and target with the place OCO button, exit bracket, 2L, 1S. All right. So if you have any questions on this, give us a call at the school, 770-635-0914. Thanks.
Order filled.